here with Keelan.
Hey.
You just finished travelling. You just got to Melbourne.
Last night.
So Keelan's been in Belfast for a while.
No.
And he's been up to a lot of shenanigans. You wouldn't recognise him in any of the footage, though. He's been very careful. I've noticed you don't have any you don't have any arm hair. What's going on with that? It looks like you've singed off all your arm hair.
I shaved my arms.
Oh, you shave your arms. That's interesting because you smell like gasoline. What's going on there? So anyway, thank you so much for all of your revolutionary important work that you're doing in the homeland there. That's pretty crazy, isn't it?
I probably look like I fit in there.
Yeah, you probably do. Man, that is very, very scary scenes happening in Belfast. What's wild is how organized they are. It looks like they know exactly what they're doing and they seem to be having coordination and leaders and everything like that. Man, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen there. I heard the guy that did it was a cop. Used to be a cop.
Who did what?
Who attempted the beheading used to be a police officer.
Don't you mean vicious stabbing?
Yeah, sorry, vicious stabbing.
Has been reported everywhere else.
Yeah. A vicious stabbing by an assailant of unknown description, which is how you know who exactly who did it. But apparently he used to be a police officer, not in Ireland, but where he came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so maybe he just thought he was doing an arrest.
Is that true?
I don't know. I read a lot of things online, and I think, well, that sounds true. I'm going to repeat it. And that's how we get ourselves into these situations, you know, where on both sides of the aisle, where everyone goes, no, there shouldn't be anything even remotely akin to a border or immigration control or police, and then other people are like, well, all brown people are evil, and then we can't really seem to find a middle ground between those two things.
Yeah, I have to say that I agree with whatever the audience thinks. If the individual listener thinks one way, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
And likewise with my work is that I'll do whatever the person paying me money wants me to believe.
Well, what I think is I'm just waiting to hear whatever the Irish government thinks, because as someone who would like to do shows, I like doing shows in Belfast and Dublin as well. And I would like to continue doing them. So wherever the mainstream governmental, particularly the immigration officials land, wherever they land, I support that 100%. And it's yet to be seen whether that is for or against the protesters. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I am pretty anti attempted beheading.
Likewise. And what was I going to say? The thing I'm finding very interesting is that on both sides of the political aisle, whatever side we agree on and the other side,
the enemy, because that's if someone, that's something that's really important to understand, is that nuance is dead. So if anyone disagrees with you even slightly, what you need to do is don't try and understand their position any further. Just immediately assume the worst and most extreme version of that argument, and then turn them into an ideological enemy who deserves harm put upon them. That's how you have a debate or form an opinion.
But what I found very interesting is that just the amount of nonsense people are creating on both sides of like, well, the guy who almost got beheaded, he started it actually, and he deserved it because of this. And like, I haven't heard that the guy who did it was a cop, but maybe there's just a lot of rubbish out there.
Yeah, it is. It is just fucking wild. And then also like people who are like, oh man, look at all these protesters. They're burning down buses and they're destroying their own communities. And it's like, well, this is what happens when these people express views and they get fucking ignored for so long. I don't agree with any sort of political violence or anything like that. I think that it's definitely wrong, but there's obviously a giant proportion of native Irishmen that are seeing, like when I was in the UK, I was seeing crime that I'd never seen before in my life, and just different types of things that I'd never seen before in my life that were markedly worse from the previous year when I was there. So I don't know. Yeah. Like just way more. Like I literally saw knife fights in Manchester two guys in the gay district having knife fights, and then apparently like 5 days before that, some dude let off a handgun in a nightclub. I don't know how the fuck he got it. It must have been some ancient blunderbuss. You know, when you see footage on Twitter of English gang members or criminals with guns, and they're always from like 1850s, it looks like it's going to explode in their hands. Like some fucking thing where they've had to figure out how to make gunpowder themselves, and they got to load the stock and barrel.
This started a conversation between me and my my fiance. I think I need to delete Threads.
Threads?
I use Threads instead of X, formerly Twitter.
Right.
It used to be different, but now it's just X. Like
it's just woke X, isn't it?
No, it's like very racist X.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how you've managed to turn the Threads algorithm racist, but that says a lot about whatever you're engaging with, mate.
I used to like it because it was like
my Threads algorithm is always just comedians complaining about other comedians selling tickets
and girls with big tits.
I'm not getting that on Threads.
Oh, on sorry, I thought you said Twitter. Sorry.
No, yeah, Twitter. I'm getting girls with huge honkers. And a lot of really horrifically racist shit.
Yeah.
And just the worst, like most incensed political opinions from both sides of the aisle.
That's just what Threads is becoming. I'm not seeing like violent videos, which is probably why I've stayed. Because the reason I left X, formerly Twitter, was October 7. I deleted it on October 8.
Ooh, missed it by a day. You could have missed out on a lot of nightmares there.
Well, I started seeing the nightmares and I said, I don't need this.
Yeah, I avoided all footage from that horrific event. However, and you know, I've even, this is what I'm most proud of, because that's the thing. If you have a Twitter account begrudgingly known as X, you have to become either an evil sociopath or an elite level identifier of gore videos and dodger. Like I've managed to every single gore video that pops up on Twitter, I can identify it within a millisecond before it even begins, even if I've never seen it before. You just know what it is. And my most proud achievement is I've never seen the Charlie Kirk video. I've never seen it.
Fuck off, you're lying.
No, genuinely, I've never seen it. However, I have seen the day that it happened. I saw an edit, which was someone fired a poisoned Mario mushroom at him, and Rainbow Road came out of his neck instead of blood. So that's what I've seen.
You've seen it.
I guess I have. I've seen that version of it, and I'm trying to work out if that's more or less traumatizing.
The day it happened, I remember, I've said this before, Phoebe and I were in bed. It was like a day off for us. And the radio went off and it was like 6:30. The news alert was, a controversial YouTuber is being shot. But he seems to be in a stable condition. 7:30, stable condition. 8 o'clock, he's dead. And I just remember being like, that's crazy. And then I opened Threads and I saw the video and I was like, that is shit. And I think you texted me. I think I texted you to say stay off. One of us texted the other one to say stay off these websites because you don't want to see it.
Yeah.
And then people would edit the Charlie Kirk video into memes in that the first few seconds was like a normal video.
That's so common with horrific videos.
Cut to the Charlie Kirk thing. So I saw it about 6 times.
I've avoided it other than
the Mario one.
The Mario Rainbow Road.
Should we talk about something funny?
Yeah. Yeah. How about this? Okay.